anyways, guys, today we have a little bit of a discussion about Burna Boy making history, shutting down the London Stadium, and also be having a conversation with Zach GH. He's a musician as well as a manager now, an artist, and also he's into movie and everything. He's Showbiz 360, let me just say that. And Harriet will be leading that conversation. But we are going for a quick commercial break. When we return, Desmond will be taking us through what happened in London over the weekend.
Okay, so welcome back from the break. Still watching an Intima review. My name is Desi Fading, together with the ladies here, Helen K, Harry Taddy, and Anaya Tanabwate. So let's get into our first thing that I want to review for today, and that is about Burna Boy hosting that amazing record-breaking concert in London. That is the Western Stadium. And see, if you are Nigerian, you would be really proud, and then to an extent, Africa should be proud about this, because Burna, of course, has been doing a lot of tours, moving around stadium by stadium, filling them. But for this 80,000 capacity, and from the time that the gate of the stadium was opened to the end, they were singing the songs back to back and all that. If you missed out on the action, we've got some snippets, of course, not official, but people who were there posted some on social media. So let's take a look at some of the videos. While we come back, I'll be diving into, of course, it's Nigeria, it's Burna Boy, but how can we also touch into it? Because over the weekend, I saw that Nasty C and Casper Nyovest of South Africa are putting together a joint tour. I have talked about this before, that if we want to do this, I think that our big acts should collaborate and host concerts across the world. But let's take a watch at the concert by Burna Boy. So there you had it, the stadium tour by the man Burna Boy, of course, with his album Love the Meaning, moving around. Of course, he brought out the likes of Stormzy, Jay Has, brought out Dave, Popcorn. Of course, he performed second sermon remix featuring Black Sherif. So let me take your initial thoughts about this. I know how the reaction was in here, and on social media, it was trending. Hashtag Burna Boy Stadium Tour, Love the Mini Tour. It was trending everywhere. Let me begin with NY.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Burna Boy bias. Yeah. So I was thinking you take my reaction.
Oh, no, I just want to have yours quickly. Then we'll bring in the Ghana focus.
I'll say that I wish I would stay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect nothing short of what he actually did. He had already dropped Love Damini, and of course, we were expecting him to go for a tour, but I didn't expect that it was going to be this massive. You see, you can conquer the capacity, but sometimes you get there and the audience are not really vibing to the song. But then we've had people here who are in UK, and they've talked about how the Nigerians have penetrated their market, and how the Nigerians love. And I remember we asked one person, either the CEO of Aquaba UK, about whom the UK markets love to hear. And he said that Burna Boy. You talk about names, Burna Boy, Thames, and then the list goes on and on. So I didn't expect nothing short of what actually happened. I'm super, super excited that even though it was a whole album, he performed all the 19, and then previous album, he performed hits from other albums, and the crowd still jammed to it. It was an electrifying performance. I love Burna, and I just say that this is just a stepping stone for greatness that is yet to come. Earlier on, you said that Wizkid will be going
Wizkid will perform later. Next month.
Okay.
At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah.
Even though the capacity is not as big as the West Ham, I think that capacity is 62 something. I checked, and this one is 80,000. So I would just say it's not only a win for Nigeria, but then this is just to open door for us to realize that we can also do it, and then we'll come to what you actually suggested about the collaboration and everything.
Yeah,
but Charlie, I wish I was there.
Okay, of course, Harriet, Burna Boy always pulls you up on the day.
I mean, when we decided to talk about this, I was like, I mean, it's Burna Boy. There's nothing to say because he's going to deliver. He's just like, Nanaya was saying that he's reached that Michael Jackson kind of status.
For Africa.
For Africa.
I'm saying for Africa.
And I'm saying it's a win-win for us because we have something to look up to and say that we want to be like that. And I think we should stop that comparison where we compare in order to bring each other down, but rather compare in order to get better.
Yeah.
And this is something that we all need to celebrate. We shouldn't be like, okay, Nigerians every day, we are talking about Nigerians. Some people get angry that we even mention the good things or the milestones that the Nigerians are taking. And I think we should drop that kind of attitude and rather appreciate what they are doing, try to learn and see what we can also take from them and become better. And 80,000, honestly, I was like, wow. 80,000.
That's almost like
and
twice
it's headline. He's not doing it with some. And I'm sure a lot of people didn't go there for Stormzy and
his own concert.
His own concert at all.
Yeah, it's a
80,000. I mean, Burna Boy.
It's Burna Boy.
I dropped the hat.
You're not surprised, right?
I'm not surprised at all. You know, Burna Boy is always giving us the big energy vibe. It's not surprising at all to see. He's African Gents for a reason. That name just didn't come with it. He's that for a reason, and the reasons you're seeing in your very own eyes what he's doing, commanding 80,000 capacity of a room of people. Like, man, that's a great, and it's a proud moment. At a point when he entered, before he could say, you could see that look, he was just proud of himself. That all these people are here for me to support me, to enjoy my style and everything. Like, it's good to see, and his aura, his stage crafts, his style. It was something very. We have seen him over and over, and each and every time he gave us something to take home, something to talk about, something to be proud of. So I'm very surprised. I wish I was there too. It's been said for my very own self, but the crowd. But in which ways, it's good to see.
Yeah, very good to see. And yet again, let me say that this is not about, like Harriet mentioned, it's not competition.
No.
But as a Ghanaian music industry, we would also want our artists to get to such platforms. Now, Davido has held O2. It was successful. I mean, it's one of the best performances live band I've ever seen coming from the sky. Wizkid has held his for 3 days continuously. It was sold out. Burna Boy has done Amsterdam, MGM Grand, everywhere, sold out. Right. Now, I seem to not understand how we, and you know, people will say that we're not talking about Ghana, but you know what? Sarkodie is coming up with a jam store.
Yeah.
But even with that, the first one was cancelled. Jackie was supposed to perform. It was cancelled. I mean, well, the reason was that she wasn't well. But a lot of the promoters abroad have come out to say that the artists do not reach the right people who can connect them to, the right audience and put up a very good show. So if that is not happening, why do we not collaborate? We saw what Shatawale and Medical did at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
almost filled up the place. And I was telling you that over the weekend, I saw that Nasty C and Casper Nyovest, who are two top artists from South Africa, are collaborating on a tour across Africa and across the world.
True.
So they are pulling fan bases because, I mean, Nasty C may not be able to fill this capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
Casper has done it in South Africa before severally, but outside of South Africa, it may be difficult. So why not collaborate? And that is where I think that we need to get to, not just on the songs. That you put me on a song, Charlie, we do the song. But how about bringing your crowd and bringing my crowd? Imagine the big SSS that we have in the country.
Together
On a concert, huge concert across the world, across Europe. We will be talked about. It is a stepping stone because
they wouldn't want to share their thing.
Are they
This
even
is the
ready?
thing, it
They
looks
wouldn't want to share their
it looks like the
thing.
individual
No.
steps are not working.
Yeah.
Because the audience, we've got to find a way to get to the audience, logistics and all of those things, financial ways. So when we put our resources together, is this not a good idea?
Maybe they are waiting for maybe an investor to actually think about it and bring them on board. The question is, if an investor puts this plan together, are they going to come together and do it as it's supposed to be done? That is it. And sometimes, like, ego comes to play. But we've gotten to a point where sometimes I feel like we've been doing the same thing at the same time. Like, we've been going round and round. We'll just, be on my song, let's collaborate. But now the numbers are speaking. The investors that, actually, West Ham actually, they posted, the stadium actually posted, and they were congratulating Burna for doing this. I mean, whichever investor is sitting at the back will be like, wow, they've been able to do this. Let me go closer to this person. Let me tap into it, and let me work with the person. Now the investors, foreign investors are looking at Africa because the likes of these artists are doing it to make them know that, there's something here. We cannot match up and headline our own thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. We can come together and collaborate. I mean, they've been doing it in London. I think artists do it. Stonebwoy has done it. Sahori has done it.
Yeah.
But it's time now. I feel that is the best option we have at play for them. Not only are they going to, multiply individuals' fan bases, but then looking at the streaming. Streaming also comes to play.
Very important.
Streaming comes to play. And in this case, you sit down and you think about, Rema going to India, doing this, that.
Like,
I'm guessing the next time he might be going with another person from Nigeria. It is the same thing that they are doing. So it's high time. We see that we don't even need maybe the big S's to do it. They might not want to do it, but the little ones that are moving into the UK space, they can do it gradually. Jackie is there doing her thing. Kwesi Arthur has been there. We've had Bisa K there also do it. The other ones can do it. We don't necessarily need the SS to do it, but we just need the artists to just have a common ground, collaborate, and let's start somewhere.
Yeah, even in Ghana, even in Ghana, I've talked about it. Even in Ghana, they do not collaborate.
Collaborate for concerts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nanaya mentioned ego.
Yeah.
And I remember Saliman was sitting there talking about how
I know what you're going to say.
how they go for events and they see these big shots Nigerian artists, and Ghanaian artists will be sitting down, not going to mingle with them.
Yeah.
We feel big.
Yeah.
We feel like, okay,
In our own right, you're also big.
Yes, we are big,
True,
but
true.
it's hindering us from progressing.
Yeah.
We feel like we are big, so we shouldn't mingle. We shouldn't try to do
Yeah.
And like you see, I was telling you that will we get to the stage where Ghanaian fans will be dying and be crying, oh my God, stop.
What to do with that?
Oh, they do that? No, Nana, what they do for Michael Jackson. No, I don't think we will get there because we feel like, what? No. I think our mindset is majorly the biggest problem.
Okay.
It is what is not really helping us improve or go forward.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things are holding us back, and our mindset is the major one.
Helen, let me have your thoughts.
Right.
Yeah.
Apart from ego that she was talking about, we have a problem as well. You see, we feel like, I'm Sarkodie, I'm Shatawale. So if I'm doing something, it's about me. I don't want somebody to take my shine. This is me. I just want, I've headline, I've filled the stadium in London. I've done this in America. I don't want to share with anybody that I did this because I'm thinking that, me as Shatawale, if I I'm able to, headline a program in London, it's just going to be me. And if, let's say, I, for instance, add Sarkodie, maybe the people, 80% of the people coming will come for me. So once I add this, it's going to be as if we did this together. Meanwhile, it's my hard work is this. So they don't want to share their shine in any way. And that's also another major problem. But I mean, I'll give you instances of groups that we even have in this country. Where do they head? We see them today, tomorrow, they are no longer there. A lot of issues here and there. Like, we are not united. And also, we are not very forceful. And that's where we are where we are. And trust me, I'm not sure they are ready to even think of headlining or doing these things together, which will help them, but they are not ready.
The industry is difficult.
Yeah,
Money
but
will be
you
inside,
remember
so,
they did the It's About Time concert.
Yeah.
It's called the RCB, like the Tema Fraternity did their thing. I'm thinking it's a start. They shut down New York, and they can do it elsewhere. But now, even if we don't really concentrate on the Ghanaian market, I would say that the UK, a mainstream music space now, is actually accepting African music. So, Sarkodie or Stonebwoy or whichever artist might choose not to target the Ghanaian space or the Ghanaian audience. You go there. I'm sure if Stonebwoy is to say, I'm coming to have a concert in London, the Stonebwoy fans will pull up, not only from Ghana, from Africa will pull up. Sarkodie will get people coming. Even if Efia says, I'm also hopping on, they have fans there.
And do they even have that confidence that, well, if I go there and I'm saying I'm doing this by myself,
they have the confidence.
The last time we saw Stonebwoy at, I forgot the place, but Stonebwoy was there and then he did, and someone on social media will say, oh, look at the few people that came. Even Sarkodie will say, oh, look at them, they didn't pull a lot of crowd, they didn't do this. So even here as people that we are supporting now, unfortunately, we are not. And then we see them saying more or less saying bad stuff after
but right now, the people who sell out the tickets are not mainly from maybe the artist money. It is another company that does that. So if they are to sell their idea to these people, they are supposed to sell the tickets and say that your ticket is sold out.
Absolutely.
So they don't necessarily need their team members to do whatever. It's business.
You see, and that's what I was coming to, that the bigger picture is business. Even if it's not for the industry, think about it. Me and another big artist collaborating. We are teaching me we take our money, we are gone. Let's even start from Ghana. Let's do region by region. Sarkodie alone. Shatawale Phil Summer Boys Stadium. Sarkodie dance to my stadium. They collaborate, they move across the country, northern region, a joint concert. Takrady, Cape Coast. I told money.
And let's wait until December, because usually they wait till December.
That's what it is. But anyway, congratulations to Burna Boy on that great feat. We are supporting him. Of course, Sarkodie has the Jams World Tour coming up. Jackie is still on tour. Amare has released their album. Kamido has released their album. Let's go support them. Let's stream the songs.
I think Stonebwoy too going on tour.
Of course, has a tour coming through. So let's support our own also. Let's push them so that they can get the confidence that we can put this together. I know there are other issues. I'm sure by Friday we can delve into that.
I can't wait
that is Last Minute Living, highly spiritual, Gamro, and all the incense from
the license
from the corners. But anyway, that's it for this afternoon with a review